Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Tuesday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind something, rather. Hope everybody is doing well here as we peruse our way through this broadcast. We are expecting some scammers to call us. Got them all booked up for 6:15. So with that, we're going to get into the chat here and also say hello to you in the comment section. That's what we do usually every Tuesday and Friday night, and Sunday we do the market watch. But welcome, glad you guys are here. I think we had somebody sign up to become a channel member on their own accord. Very nice of Reefer Gill. If he's still here, thank you, Reefer Gill. Appreciate you. Good to see all of you guys. Welcome to John Doe is here. Welcome, Rabbit Rabies. And good to see Silver Shelby. Chris Colby, Littlefoot is with us tonight. Shama is here. Good to see you. And welcome to Max Stackins, and welcome to Dustin from Delaware. 3 counties is all Delaware has. Only 3 counties in that state. Good to see Bozo is with us. Michael K, Crusty White Bread, Reboot. James Monley from Vista, California. And there's the great Pamela Rice is here. Good to see you, Pamela. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate all of you guys being here tonight. So let's get into what some of you are saying in the comment section, shall we? Let's get right going here. We've got KMH 2418 on the video about what Russia has just done to accuse the U.S. of doing with gold and crypto, a video I did a week or so ago. KMH says, when world is waking up to the truth that the U.S. government or the U.S. currency created out of thin air is worthless toilet paper and reckless spending insolvency, U.S. government debt is not pristine asset, but toxic time bomb. The banksters come up with some crypto BS. Well, I tell you, it is going to be a situation where sooner or later it will the clock will run out on the debt and our currency. We keep doing the same thing, even though all the other countries are kind of doing the same thing as well. I think likely there's going to be some sort of a global reset of some sort, and it'll come in stages. And who knows when that's going to be happening. But I think Russia, I guess, is calling us out on it early. So there's that. But thank you, KMH. And Dilly Dog says here, Sal, strap on your rockets. Yes, indeed. To the moon. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's exactly right. Never know what's going to happen for sure. Good comment there, Dilly Dog. Jerry Mandarin chimes in on this video as well too. Silver is not about price, it's about value. That's right, real value. Value isn't a price. The price is a distraction. The real cost of producing unlimited fiat money is real. It's not cheap, we pay. There is no real growth. It's misappropriated and functions as a cycle over and over until it won't. They can't continue this. It's right. Yep, something's going to have to give somewhere along the line. We just don't know when and where. But really, in reality, a lot of this, the last major step away from gold happened in 1971. So it's really not been that long ago. So it can go for a little longer, I think, or maybe even a lot longer. Who knows? But anyways, Bill 457. I mean, when I got on YouTube and was checking out what people were thinking about silver and what people were doing with their silver for the most part, I thought I was the only one thinking about silver, but I am not alone, and I'm not crazy in my thinking about the most beautiful metal out there. That's right. You know, I tell you, before social media and computers and the internet, it certainly did seem like a lonely world. I felt like I was alone too. It's nice to see that others know we can come together to talk about it. I think that's one of the great things about this community for sure. Let's see here. Jesus Loves Americans says this about that video. Silver will hit 1221 and 2112. And it's like the Neil Peart prophesies. And being a Git man, seeing lyrics written by a drummer is shocking. We would ask ourselves how much of a 37 trillion was laundered into politicians' bank accounts. Makes that debt illegal and not a responsibility. Gold gets revalued to 20,000, and Trump pays off the debt with our gold reserves. Shut down the central bank and flip the bird to the commies that were holding our debt. Tariffs pay for all the government, and no income or property taxes, and little fuzzy bunnies are running around everywhere. Bring our 22 rifles so we can celebrate with some rabbit stew. Well, basically, he's referring to Nasera, which is a possibility. And, who knows what's going to happen and how that's going to play out. But I think with the tariff situation that is maybe the last or the last hurrah before something like that occurs. We'll see. Gold and Silver Conquistador says, I predicted silver at $50 by 2026, but I wish it was wrong. I want silver back below 20. I want to back up time and back up the truck. I hear you. Hindsight is 2020 for sure. And we are now halfway from 42 to 43 right now, so it's pretty amazing to see how fast silver is growing. John Pensky, what happens if China or BRICS announces their own gold standard? Would it cause dollar collapse? No, because I think if any nation could do it, it's China. But I think even if they were to do a gold standard, that would essentially be a situation where it would restrain them, and they do not want to be restrained now. And the people in China, they already have gold, and I think in a sense it would empower them so much and probably take away power from the government. And they're not at a point where they will do that yet, or could make that effective. But good question, John Pensky. I just don't think that would happen, but we'll see. And let's see here. Let's see who else is here. Like I apologize for one of those situations where I can't see the chat as quickly as I'd like, so I'm going to be going back and forth here to the chat here and see who else is with us. Mustard and Biscuits is here. We have Silver Honda is with us. Lisa Anderson is here. JM Unleashed is with us as well. Welcome to see JM Unleashed. Red Crawler is here. Cyber Curtain Twitcher is with us. He picked a winner from his latest giveaway. Check out that video. And let's see here. Yes, indeed. Good to see you guys. Shotgun Susie is here as well. Mark B is here. All right. Very, very good. And let's see. Let's get back over here to more madness with some of your comments as we wait for some scammers to call us here. All right. First one about 10 minutes after 6 is supposed to be coming. We'll see if they actually do it. Same name, 3926, says this. A coworker is needing money and wanting to sell me some 1-ounce gold bars. I told him I'd buy them, but I should keep them and sell his bike or car instead, as they will never go up in value. That's true. Yeah, you're a good point. That's a good advice to give him for sure. And that's very nice of you to do that. Andy Social, I'm done buying this month. I'm going to wait until the dust has settled first. Understandable. And I know some may say, well, it may not settle anymore. This might be the beginning of the... But you know what? I tell you what, silver is creeping up pretty fast. Gold is too. And sooner or later, I think something's going to normalize. I don't know what that new normalization is going to be for silver, but I think it's going to be higher than where it was before this big rally. I really do. So we'll see how it plays out. All right. And it could be one of those things where we have a 20-year wedge pattern forming as well. All right. William Heem, there are very few silver mines. Silver is mined primarily as a byproduct of mining other metals. That's right. Such as copper and gold and lead and zinc and others. Honestly believe that silver is more scarce than gold, and we have been lied to. Well, it's not true. Facts point to the opposite. In fact, and that's why I listed some of these other metals from which silver is mined as a byproduct of, because it's an added bonus when you get silver from a zinc mine or lead. And it's just that there is a shortage in supply needed for all the uses we have out there, but that does not mean that silver is more scarce than gold. And anyways, the bankers say that gold is more scarce than silver so they can have more gold, and they give gold a higher value simply to enrich themselves. Ultimately, silver is God's money, and will always hold more value. Well, I think gold and silver are God's money, but nonetheless, gold is in every single measure more rare than silver. Here comes a scammer. Hello? It's an auto dial, so likely we're going to have to, it's probably going to crap out on us, but hey, we'll give it the old community college try. We just got this in from Michael K. Whoa, Michael K., thank you, my brother. Look at that. a $5 PayPal friends and family here. Thank you so much for a 50 basis point rate cut tomorrow. There we go. Will we see it? Thank you, my friend. Let's give him 5 push-ups. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that so much. Will we get a half point cut tomorrow? And it'd be very interesting to see if it'll be that because the meeting starts tomorrow. I think we won't find out until Thursday or Friday whether or not that'll happen. Okay, the call just crapped out here, but thank you, Michael K. Very kind of you indeed. Let me drop and give you 5 push-ups there for that, my friend. Let me get over here because yeah, I might that might be something to go to a poll test. All right, let me give you 5 push-ups. Here we go. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. All right. Yeah, those one hit a little harder this time. All right. Very good. Yes, indeed. We are actually Red Crawler makes a note here. And by the way, if you are new here, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, we're getting so close to 100,000 subs. In fact, the number of subs we have right now, to be exact. Oh, before we do that, before I tell you the number of subs, here comes another scammer calling us here. Hello?
Hey, Jim. How's it going?
Oh, it's doing just great. How are you doing, sir?
Good, my friend. Just calling you a 610 upon
Yes, thank you. You did it. It's actually, you're 1 minute late, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm very forgiving. That's you know what I mean? It's all good in the neighborhood.
Hey, I don't want to set this off long. I hope you know I'm punctual.
That's right. I love punctuality. I love punctuality and punctuation whenever people type things. You know, there's nothing more annoying.
Another thing I'm good at, too.
That's wonderful. I love that. Because some people, when they comment or say things, they don't use any punctuation. They have these run-on sentences, and it's like, dang, man, a period here, a question mark there, maybe a comma or a semicolon would be very helpful. You know what I mean?
It would explain the sentence a little bit better.
Yes, that's right. I'm glad we're on the same page on that because that's where usually words are written is on a page. Nice. You got the Grammarly going on there, right? That'd be awesome. Sweet home Pennsylvania. I love it. Nice. I love that. You don't have any dangling participles. Participles. Yes, right. And you don't end sentences with a preposition. And media and data are plural. That's right. We know that. Hey, what song you listening to in the background? I hear a song.
Just getting myself a ride right now.
Sweet.
Noah Khan?
Noah Khan. Never heard of Noah Khan. Have you ever heard of Barney Rubble?
No, I haven't.
That's an up and coming. Yeah, it's an up and coming band. I love it. It's great stuff. Nice. Sweet. I've heard a place called Bedrock is where I heard the Barney and Rubble. They're pretty nice. They had that's where they got their start. Is out of Bedrock.
Okay.
A pretty sweet scene there in Bedrock. It's the foundation. I would say it's rock.
Heck yeah.
Straight up. It's kind of like prehistoric rock, I would say. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Same. It's 80s, 90s,
Right.
2000s.
Or the prehistoric, yeah, you know, the stuff before Christ, yeah, which that was probably the best rock. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really ethereal, it's down and dirty, it's gritty, it's you know, it's before any of these electronics and, you know, all these drum machines and things and yeah. Well, I am actually. I've never been above the atmosphere, if you want me to be honest with you. I've never been to space. I've never passed the Van Nuys belts. And I've pretty much stayed below the atmosphere. So I'm pretty much, very rarely do I fly as well. So I'm pretty like to stay. Now, I will be honest with you right now, I'm slightly above ground. Because the building I'm in now, it does have a subfloor, and because it doesn't directly touch the ground, but whenever I'm walking, I'm pretty much stay grounded. I like to keep my feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. You know what I mean?
I don't quite do Yeah, you've been
Yeah, it's pretty down. It's down and dirty, down to the nitty gritty. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Jim, let me ask you this, man. Where are you based out of? Where are you from?
Monroe, Louisiana.
Louisiana. You a Saints fan? Don't tell me that.
The Saints. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go with the Detroit Lions. They've been doing pretty good the last couple of years. You know. Well, you just said not to go there, so I didn't go there. I've never been to the. I've never been to that stadium. What is that stadium in New Orleans where they pulled everybody in for yeah, the Saints Stadium. I've never been in that place because I wasn't. Oh, I thought you said you didn't want me to talk about the Saints being okay. Well, shoot, I should have.
I was going to mess with you.
All right, right, nice, yeah, very good,
I spent a
sweet,
lot of time being I spent a lot of time going to Mobile,
Superdome.
Alabama.
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama is great. I love Mobile.
You
It's,
ever been to Dolphin Island as well?
I've been to Beer Can Island in Florida, but
Okay.
not to Dolphin Island. But I love Mobile. You know, the thing about Mobile, Alabama, you got to be very careful because there's two things. It moves around quick. It's very mobile.
Yep.
And number
Yep.
two, you know those little things that the babies have, you know, that's got the toys on them that swing around? There's a lot of
Yes.
those there. Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Very good. Nice.
So,
Well, I run an operation and that is involved in manufacturing and also and what I do is I make baby rattles. Baby rattles. And can you speak up a lot, by the way? It's kind of hard to
yeah,
hear.
excuse me.
There you go. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
it's
like baby rattles. And what we do with these baby rattles is we take them and we coat them with silver so that the it doesn't cause any germs to be spread from baby to baby. All
gotcha.
right.
These can be considerations,
Yeah,
but we have the basis.
that's right. And what we like to do is we like to, you know, it's like it's like taking candy from a baby. With you know, whenever I do the rattle business, these rattlers are just great, and I make so much money. It's like taking baby from a candy. It's like taking babies from Candy because I know a lady named Candy who has a lot of babies, and she says, "Here, you take care of them because I got too many to take care of here." Because you know, she's a single mom and she has like 6 kids. She says, "Here, you take one and rock the baby a little bit. Give him one of your rattles." We poll tested it. You know what I mean? That's right. So we need to have this antimicrobial rattles to be that would be freaking awesome if we could get more money for the rattles. About 120,000 smackers dollars. Yeah, that's right. 98,000 and every single month. 98K. That's right.
Absolutely swinging range. It sounds like you've also been running this for, I would imagine, over 5 years or so.
About 14 years now. Yes.
It's going to be to your benefit as well. And manufacturing is consistent, my friend. So that is also going to grant you a lot better offers slash approvals than the most common person. You're literally going to fall in the same realm as healthcare industries, restaurants, people with daily deposits, just because, again,
Well, I
the
do care.
consistency is always
I
going to be
do
there.
care enough
Absolutely.
to have the you know to have the babies taken care of. You know, it's all about the kids and also about the children as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Keep make steps forward. And let me ask you this: like, is it 120,000? I get you that, and you kind of never talk again, or am I going to be able to help these other projects?
You could probably help me for about 37 other projects, but I gotta put a cap on 37. Okay.
37 beats.
No more than 37 other projects. So this counts as number one, and then 36 after this, okay?
Start have a strong make my impression first time. Simple after that because I think you want to do more.
I would like to do more. That's right. That would be my goal is to do.
It's reasonable. You have the numbers. Okay, I think you'll fit into this game very precisely. Here's my asking. Here's the big cherry on top. What terms are you gonna have to fit into?
Okay, now hold on a second here. Cherries. I'm a big fan of cherries, except not the kind of cherries that are edible.
Okay.
Because I like cherry. Because well, the reason is because I don't like their weird consistency. It's a strange consistency with the cherries. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
I'll be
so
doing my take for milkshakes.
yeah, but it's weird that the milkshakes deal is I don't know how to describe it, but to me, chocolate doesn't go with cherries. You know what I mean?
Thanks. But regardless, my question is honestly for the 120,000. I'm trying to think out loud in my head. My terms max out at 36 months. What's going to be a term you need to fit into?
I'd like to fit into a term or a pair of pants.
Well, I hope that I can get you also a pair of pants that you fit into if I need to.
Well, I
But
just ate
more so,
supper and I'm pretty full right now, so
well, what about a term? Like, would you be looking for 12 months, 18 months, 24? What do you think?
a 4 year term, kind of like presidential terms. Let's just
Presidential?
cut it up 4 years.
Okay. Well, I mean, research on means 36 months ago. It's 3 years.
Okay, can we meet in the middle and make it 5 years? Would that work?
Now you're messing with me.
Okay, let's do 7. Okay, no, we'll go. What's halfway between 36 and 4 years? How many months from 4 years? 48 months? 48. So what's the difference between 48 and 36? And we'll meet in the middle. 42.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I'll set your expectations here. 36 months is the best you'll see.
Okay.
And I mean, to
From
be
any
quite
industry,
frank,
that's the best we're going to see, right?
and unsecured financing, like I myself, yes, the benefits to unsecured financing also explain themselves very properly. Right? So,
Right.
what you have to consider if I were to get you 120,000, let's just say for safe numbers, we get you 18, 24 months, right? The most important part about that, and this also is an important question for you to think about, or something just food for thought, how quick your return on investment of this 120,000 will be. Because if you're working with a traditional bank, you and I both know, you're sometimes even getting penalized for paying off early. My balance is my cost of capital. You only save money when you pay off early, right? So my structures work as simple as this. Within the first 30 days, you're going to be paying anywhere from sub 7 to 6% interest. Within the first 30 to 60, it's going to fall anywhere between 7 to 12% interest, so on and so forth. You're always going to get updated payment discounts every time. Every time I will reward you for that, if that's to your benefit. And by all means, if the long-term goal and the exact product that you need is not something that has prepayment discounts entailed in it, then I'll approach that properly. But typically when I have a gentleman like yourself who has multiple projects multiple times a year and they have return on investments in a quick window of time, that's where this money can be very useful. It can be put to very good use, especially if you're going to be coming back to me. You use that 120,000 the right way, you pay it off early. Why would I not bring you more, right? Why would I not give you better rates? Why would I not give you better prepayment discounts? If I know you're going to keep on doing this, right? If you're going to keep on being successful, that's typically what I like to run down at first about my product, because again, if you have the return on investment in mind, that even gives you a 2-month, 3-month window, you're still saving a good amount of money on the cost of capital if you were to take a whole 3 to 4 year, 5 year term and pay the whole cost of capital throughout that whole term. But again, it's all about how you want to handle this, my friend. It's all about what your intentions are, Jim. That's what I'm here for. You'll be working with me all the way through, so I ought to get to know you and get a good representation of you, or else I'm not going to get anything done for you, right? But nonetheless, I mean, that's where I'd fall. That's where I'd come in. That's where I could explain my products the best and I guess give you the best advantage possible for your specific industry. So, here's what I'll say. If you would like to move forward, I'm more than happy to give you a quick form to send me your past 4 months of statements. Also fill out basic business info. stuff off the back of your hand, and we can move forward tomorrow morning. I'll have this expedited ASAP. But again, I want to make the most of this phone call and get a good understanding of you completely. You're a funny guy. You seem like also a smart guy, where you can find humor.
Can I interrupt you right there? Can you repeat everything you just said, but maybe half the speed that you said it?
Yes.
So in other words, the last 10 minutes that you've been speaking, that I've been listening, can you repeat that, but at half the speed? So in other words, what you just said should now take 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah,
Is that okay? That means you need to speak half as slow. You're going to have to pace yourself. And each word is going to need to come out in such a way that it just rolls off the tongue, so that if I take this back and play it back at 2 speed, it sounds like you're talking at a normal pace. Okay?
Is this a tactic? I'm confused, Jim.
No. It's not a tactic. It is a training exercise. And it gives me time to dissolve what you're saying and to digest it and to absorb it, and it trains you in communication to the next level, because I would dare say no one's asked you. Hold on one second, this might be my lawyer, and he might be able to help us with this here. Hello? Danny, what's cracking, homie? How's it going? Actually, no, you haven't. I've answered every time, and this, you were supposed to call me at 6:15, but you didn't. I have another gentleman on the phone, and we're going to listen to him talk for 20 minutes, okay? And he's going to speak really slow, so I want you to take notes for me, and I'm going to listen to his inflection. Yeah, it could have been. It may have been. It possibly could have been. I don't want to say yes or no or maybe, but it's one of those 3 options. That's a great impression. Not only that, it's funny you say that. I'm also an impressionist artist. You ever heard of impressionism? That's the kind of art I do. It's right. Okay. All right. Are you ready for this? It's all about the baby rattles. Baby rattles. That's my dream scenario. Silver coated baby rattles. His name is Danny. And
It's all right, Ben. Jim can take it from here, boss.
Nah, I think we could take it from here. But I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear the false promises you're gonna give Rob here. I want to hear
False promises. False promises. Where are you working speaking like that to me, Dan?
I've been in this game for a while. I know how everybody works. I just come in from.
You've been in the game for a while. Dan, you don't know me, brother. I don't think you want to get to know me. I think you
that's why I want to hear it. I mean, what's there to be secretive about? You want to take it from here? Take it from here. Let me just. If you're so good, let's hear it.
Hey, Jim. I reckon we can pick this up later. So.
Yeah, can you call me back Friday night? And maybe by then I'll be able to find the mic where we can hear you better. Okay, both of you guys.
No, I'm gonna hang up this line and we'll get Danny out here. We'll talk here in a second.
Oh well, okay, but both of you guys call me back Friday, because I gotta hit the road here too. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Rob, I have your application.
His name's not Rob. His name's Jim, big guy.
I mean, I have Jim. You have
You're
Rob.
following your words. Get off the phone. No one needs you on the phone, Bella. It's all good. We
Listen, man. Well, all day, buddy.
Hey, go back to the penthouse. Have fun in New York. We'll take them here.
Yeah, where are you at? Because you sound New York to me.
You don't know New York accents, my friend.
New York, Connecticut, or New Jersey? Which one is it? Or maybe Miami even.
Is that part of your pitch?
No,
All these New York, Miami brokers calling you. Danny, look, man. I heard your opener. It's trash. I've got this guy what he needs.
Yeah, you got what he needs. That's why he's been, answering every broker that's been calling him for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, I encourage him to shop around. You can
Yeah.
see what my
I mean,
offers
you
are
have what he
compared
needs,
to
so
peers.
why is he answering everyone? That's a pretty simple question.
He thought you were his lawyer.
Oh, I thought I was his lawyer, even though I called him 3 hours ago talking to him about funding. He thought I was his lawyer?
Well, you didn't get through to him, obviously.
You needed to do, because it seems like you've been calling him back and forth also. Because I had one of my guys reach out to him last week, and he also had you on the phone. So,
All right.
again,
Guys, I'm getting really sleepy over here on this end of the line. I'm getting a little bit sleepy here, and it's time for me to kind of to drink some chai tea and to sit. Okay, okay, go ahead. You guys keep discussing. Okay.
You know, keep on keeping.
you keep keeping too, buddy.
Absolutely. Buddy, it is.
Jim, you there?
I am here. I'm barely awake, but we're hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This might be my lawyer. Hold on a second here. Just a second. Hello? Hello? Oh, it disconnected. He may have tried to call me back. Okay, we're back here. I might be getting this. You might be giving me the silver squeeze right now, perhaps. Yeah. Do you understand my no? Do you understand my emotional needs? Okay.
Something you're serious about, I'll help you out. And I understand that, you feel like, you have all these brokers on your fingertips and they'll sit here and listen to your story and all that.
Yeah.
Here, we deal with a lot of files, and I know you hear from every broker as well, but, we're dealing with a lot of clients all the time. I mean, I saw you guys file a little bit. You guys are a little bit of a higher revenue client, which is, puts us in a great place to actually place you in some, a program that, might make sense for your business, which is why I'm still on the phone right now.
Right, right.
Someone's like, playing these games,
right.
looking at people here and there. I'm
correct. Right.
That's right. Again, I see you as someone that could, add value to my business as well as you being in a position where I could add value to yours. So,
I like to add value. It's a, I like to get value when I go shop at Smart Shopper. I love values anywhere I can get them. So I think you're right. This is a great thing. Hold on one second here. This might be my broker. Hold on a second here. Hello? Oh yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. And I understand. We having an audio issue here, though, guys, all the way around, including myself. This is not an ideal situation. Hold on. We want to patch in. I think we got three of us now. Okay. Hello. This one might be from India. Just a second. This may be my curry broker. I have a guy who gives me a constant supply of curry, and that might be him. Oh, nope, that disconnected. All right, well, fellas, let's do this. Let's reconvene because we're not at a good state here. Let's reconvene next Tuesday because everything. Yeah, right. Let's do that because I need to get a new mic. I think the problem is partially on my end with my microphone. It's really the bottom. That's where the frustration is. I think it's partly me. I'm gonna put the blame on me on this. Okay. Well, I know, but it's not just you that I'm talking with. You know what I mean? We've got there's other entities in this. I mean, there's yeah, but There's not everybody like for instance, my neighbor down the street, he can't hear me. I like for him to be able to hear me. The guy that lives two doors down from me, he needs to be able to hear me. Yeah, I'm not talking about three doors down. I mean, they were a great band back in the day, but you don't hear much from them in these days. Okay, so well, maybe they'll ask me to go on tour with them to do I don't know, a bit on loans for my business. You never can know. You just never can know. I could. That is a good idea. See, I love this. I love getting great ideas from good folks out there. Well, thank you. Can you be here for me? Now the trick is if you're going to be here for me as a friend and a confidant as well as for my business. Is that a possibility? Is that asking too much or not enough? That's what she said. I am a pretty busy guy, and let's do this. Let's all reconvene next Tuesday. I think probably that might be the best thing for all of us. Okay, let's do a reset. We'll hit the reset button, and maybe perhaps before Nasera comes along, before the Fed, lowers interest rates 50 basis points and resets everything. Let's reconvene next Tuesday before Jerome. Will we're gonna do it before the end of the month. We're gonna do it next Tuesday. Okay, we'll get you guys your quotas. I'll have a whole lot of quotes from famous politicians, musicians, philosophers. I'll give you all the quotes you need. I'll get you all the when we something you can squeeze on is 120,000 dollars. Let's bite on that, and we're gonna have it before the end of the month. We'll do it for we'll do. I'd like to do 4 years, 48 months. I just learned that 48 months is 4 years. If we did halfway between 3 years and 4 years, that's 42 months. I just learned that too. That's pretty good. Are you impressed? Money. We're gonna pay back the money on it. Okay, we'll give you the money. Well, I'll give it to you. I'll give it all back to you. I'll give you the whole 120. I'm good for it. I'll pay it all back. I promise. Yeah. No, 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 no. You loan it to me. I give it right back. No problem. Yeah, if you give me 160 tonight, I'll pay you back the 120. Yeah, exactly. Okay, but hey, I gotta go. I gotta go, fellas. Okay, let's reconvene on Tuesday. We'll get everything straightened out. It'll be a better mic situation because I think it's partly my fault. I'm gonna take the blame for this. Okay. All right. Calm. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye bye. Yes. Bye bye. All right. All right. See, I'm not at my normal station, folks, and I don't know where the mic is. And I know it sounds awful, and I apologize for that. And I don't know. I was hoping that the scammers would. I don't know. Can't find where this thing is, so I apologize for that. All right. And I lost my chat window too for the longest time, but now we are back, and I'm going to get back at it here because I don't even know what we're looking at here. Yeah, my chat window has completely disappeared and moved to a completely different place that I never knew. Oh, he's calling me back. I'm gonna dismiss the call here. But anyways, all right. So where we're at. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get back into the comments here. We have got Have an Amico Day says this. Can you actually imagine if silver went to $1,000 by Christmas? Now it's time to wake up. It won't happen without hyperinflation like Weimar or Zimbabwe. Not saying that isn't going to happen though. Yes, yeah. I tell you what, it would be something, but I don't think that's going to happen either. All right, Klotsky. It's been a little while since we've seen Klotsky. It says this: silver doesn't back money anymore, though. So what's the relevance on that number? Well, if you watch the video, I explain it very, very quickly. And that's one thing I always tell folks, hey, before you comment on anything and ask, be sure to watch the video to explain what I'm talking about, because I explain in explicit detail what this number means. It comes out of the ground at $26 an ounce. Actually, that's wrong too. It's much less than $26 an ounce. It's probably 19 or 18 an ounce. Might as well create new fiat currency and print it all. Tell everyone it's worth loads. Also, see people referring to inflation adjusted 1980 high. No one talks about the 1993 3x low. That would be a low inflation adjusted today, right? Yes, that's right. In other words, $3 back then would be, you do the math on it, but it'd probably be, 18, $19 maybe. I'm not sure, but yes, it's going to be. But the low inflation adjusted for back then, it was $3. 1993 is $3, but today it'd be worth a whole lot more. All right, let's see. Wicked Sticky Flowers. I believe this is probably one of the last chances to get in low on silver. I don't see any significant pullbacks happening anytime soon. But what do I know? Well, Wicked Sticky Flowers, that is natural to think that. In other words, as long as I've been paying attention to the markets, whenever there's a big run up like this, it almost seems like silver is invincible, but it is not. And of course, when I say that it is not, people say I'm always negative on silver. I'm just realistic about silver. We've seen it pull back. I think we could see a pullback. In fact, I would not be surprised if it went over $50 again. But sooner or later, this is going to stop. And then it's going to come back down to some number. But here's the good news. I think that number is going to be much higher than the previous floor that we saw, the previous support line. So that is really the number that we should look at. When was that number going to be? I think probably above $30 if you want my assessment. I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah. All right, Bozo says here, in August 2011, Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan on NBC's Meet the Press stated that the U.S. could never default on its debt because it could always print money to pay it, resulting in zero probability of default. Now, they have no problem with causing inflation. Exactly right. They sure don't. You're right there. Hobo Bill, constitutional still under melt. That's right. Remember, $1.40 equals 1 ounce of silver. Keep stacking. That's right. Yep. True that. All right, we've got Carrie Tarrant. We may see $45 silver by the end of the year. Perhaps so. I think that's quite probable indeed. All right, let's see here. All right, you guys are great. Thanks for sticking with me here through that. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? I don't know where the mic is on this thing, but can you hear me okay? I hope it's all right. And I think what I may do is I may actually try this here. Where is this? Okay. I might be able to do this. Okay. Audio is good. Thank you, Jam Unleashed. All right, thank you. All right, very good. Loud and clear. Okay, so something, and you couldn't hear that phone call, which was strange, because I could hear it. I had the volume maxed out on that phone call, but anyways. So I wanted to also pause as a reminder, if you are new here, if you could subscribe, because at 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to show you something that has never been seen by anyone other than the company who produced it. And I have a couple of those there's actually 2 sets at least that I could show. And I'm deciding whether or not to show both or maybe one. And but that will be coming up at 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, we got TH. He subscribed last time, and I appreciate that, TH. And yes, indeed. And so we're getting much closer now. And I think part of it is a good friend, Silver Slayer, has shouted me out a couple of times. But also one of my earlier videos, is picking up again, which is nice. And it happens to be apropos because the silver's price has gone up. It's a video about how to avoid capital gains tax on precious metals. That video is picking up steam again, so I appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting so close, so appreciate it. And thank you, Pamela Rice. I appreciate you so much. You guys are great. This is a great audience. You guys are awesome. Background noise canceling on the mic. Yeah. Well, this is. I don't have a way to check that here where I'm at right now, but yeah. But hopefully next time I run into a situation like that, I'll be better prepared. I think I know. I meant to actually pick up an actual extra mic to bring in, but I don't have one here, and that is the problem. And so, yes, thank you. All right, well, very good. Let me get back to the comments here, but you guys, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for putting up with me here. All right. We got Willa 2365. I think price manipulation will continue until they can't. The grip appears to be slipping. Yes, indeed it does. That's right. That's right. And B1 says, remember when the silver debt clock was 2,500? Prepared from remembers it was close to 22.25 an ounce. Little after that. Yes, that's right. B1. Well, actually, I have a playlist of all those videos. By the way, of those you can scroll through it because I remember doing a video when it was $5,000 for every ounce of silver mined year over year. Yeah, more than almost 4 times greater than what it is now. Andrew McComber says this: they're going to have to pry my silver out of my cold, dead hands. I should say diamond fist. I like it. Bets on when we hit 50. Regardless, I have more on the way, and that happens. It was a good month for my budget anyway. That's awesome. Very cool, my friend. And by the way, I also need to check here. Is freaking awesome still here? Is freaking awesome still here? And thank you, Mustard and Biscuit, yes, for that $5.69. Freaking awesome gave 10 Salivate Metal gift memberships, and I appreciate that so much. And Mustard and Biscuit for the $5.69. So we're gonna do 16 push-ups for them. And thank you so much. I was right in the middle of a scam call during those when they came in. But thank you guys, I appreciate it so much. And thank you, James Unleashed, for posting a link to that playlist. So let me give you 16 push-ups here real quick. And freaking awesome, I hope you're still here. And I apologize I didn't get a chance to thank you right there. Yes, indeed, thank you, Hatcher. Yes, indeed, no strippers tonight. All right, here we go, 16 push-ups. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. There we go. All right. Appreciate it. So thank you. Hopefully freaking awesome is still here. Heard that. All right. Okay, let's see here. And let's get back to the comments now. I'll revisit you guys here in a moment. Jason Lucktel says this: some people like to try to predict the new price of silver by the end of the year, but I look at silver in a different way. I like to try to predict the floor and will be for silver by the end of the year. I believe the new floor for silver will be no lower than $35 per ounce. Just a different way of looking at things. That's actually probably the best, healthiest way to look at things. And I think that's very fair. That, in other words, he says that from now to the end of the year, he does not see silver falling below $35 an ounce. And I think that's definitely a good and different way to do that. Thank you, Jason. I love my audience for how when they come up with things like that. That's great. AJH says the labor costs are higher. Indeed, they are. The cost of machinery, vehicles, land, and chemicals, and every other input is greater. How the heck can mines bring silver out of the ground for such a low sale price? Silver at $75. Yeah. Well, but remember, silver is mostly mined now as a byproduct of other metals, which means that likely it's not costing $24, $25 to get out of the ground. I think it's probably closer to $18, $19. But that number does vary depending on the mine. Each mine is different, and each byproduct is different, how they pull it out. So, yes, indeed. Interesting times indeed, first 1776. You're right about that. And let's see here. Okay, let me try this scammer. Let's see what this scammer will do for us. Hopefully you can hear this one. Hello? Tony Iommi, the guitar player from Black Sabbath. I love it. Well, it's not that. It's just that you're 30 minutes late. No, yeah, it would be worse if it was a half an hour, but it was just 30 minutes. So you're good. Yeah, it's all good. Well, it depends if there's any baking involved. If there's any baking involved, there's 13, okay? But remember, but let me blow your mind a little bit here. There's no edibles at all involved in this. It's only 12. 12. 1, 2. 1, 2. 12 and a dozen. That's right. I'm a wealth of knowledge here.
The UN, I just watched it today. I can play it for you. The UN, specifically Pakistan and
India.
Qatar.
Qatar. Is it an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar? Okay. Very good.
The behavior of Israel against the
Oh no,
Palestinians.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that Pakistan would condemn Israel. That's unusual. And next thing you know, we're going to hear that Turkey is going to condemn Israel. Now, if you tell me that, then it's all over for Israel because Turkey's Erdogan's been Netanyahu's biggest backer, is other than of course Hezbollah. Hezbollah is sold out to Israel. I mean, big time. The Hezbollites, man, those people, they love Netanyahu. I mean, they love the Israelites. They say from the river to the Jordan to the Sea of Mediterranean, we want Israel to be free and to eat a lot of curry and chives.
It's not that, like Genghis Khan. I mean, he wasn't as bad as people remember. He actually was on the defensive. He wasn't really on the offensive like the Romans that came and just, conquered. But anyway, and if, you screw up and you do something bad, all you can do is admit it and then compensate and then do better.
Right.
But the Israelis, the Jews, the Zionists, they're like, yeah, we kill little children, and they laugh and they gloat about it. Like the libtards who have gloated about Charlie Kirkstead, and now guess what? They're getting fired all across America because they're posting morbid shit like, "Oh, I'm glad he died. I hope his whole family dies."
Right.
I mean, come on, man. What a fucking asshole. People.
Yep, I get it. Yeah. Well, and like I said, we can get into the Israel stuff, but let's talk business. Let's talk scam stuff. Let's talk loan scams. I am looking for some money. Yeah. I want to funnel it into the Zionist machine in Israel. That's what I want to use it for. Is that okay? Can you send me some money so I can send it to APAC? I want you to send me so I need to get my donation in APAC. Can you do that for me? Can you help a brother out? Yes. Well, it's all about the baby rattles. We manufacture baby rattles here. Yeah, and what we want to do is we want to see. There's a problem with kids getting like kids getting sick. It's like they're getting underwater. You ever felt like you're underwater at times? Well, sometimes some of these germs can germinate on the baby rattles, and the kids get sick, especially if they hand them to another kid. And there's this thing where these kids like to hand these baby rattles back and forth, and I'm like, man, some kids are gonna spread those germs. It's gonna germinate the germs. So we thought, let's coat them with some silver ions, and we can do that. If we can coat them with some silver ions, then I think we'll be good to go. And so we're manufacturing now to keep this between you and me and your work associates, but this is a proprietary manufacturing technique. Nobody else is doing this in the industry, coating baby rattles with silver. Okay, so we need the money for that. We need the money to get the silver. We need the money to get the manufacturing process and the machinery in place to crank these suckers out because there's a lot of babies that are going to be coming. We need to get more babies in this country, and then if we can do that, then we'll be great. Okay. Well, this is going to be a new thing, but the business has been around for 14 years, so we're good to go. Yeah. Yeah. Can you take me off a speakerphone just for gits and shiggles? Yeah, I know. Yeah, gits and shiggles. Sounds like you're doing dishes there with your wife again. Okay, tell her I said hello. She's not really there, is she? You're just placating her. She's not really there. I can. My name is Jim. Say that again. Oh, because you sound like your husband making. You sound like your husband doing your voice. All right, let's. Okay, let's have you guys sing something in a two-part harmony, so I know you're both there at the same time. There. Nice. All right. Shalom. That's great. I mean, so salami. That's right, salami. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm having some audio problems over here. Let's do this. Can you call me back a week from today? I'll have everything. What? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Hold on a second here. Well, because there's two things. I don't want you to keep calling me back, calling me back. Yeah, but let's make it just one more time rather than seven more times. Let's how about eight? How about eight more? How about eight more times? Eight. Just okay. I don't have to use the bathroom yet, although I probably will have to go to the bathroom soon. Actually, I ate a big dinner. Well, thank you. Well,
Pissing me off, pissing me off, pissing me off.
but if we talk more about how evil Israel is.
You can, but I'm saying if you're going to do business, then let's do it. If not, see you later. Bye.
Okay, well, I don't want to be like I don't. Oh man, that's so harsh. It's so finito. It's so finito. You know what I mean? Well, no, I don't think that. I think you're a nice guy.
Treat me good, I treat you better. Treat me bad, I treat you worse. Come on, Thea.
What's that Pat Benatar song? Treat me right. Oh yeah, treat me right. Ask your wife if she knows that song by Pat Benatar. What were we talking about? Yes, Rat Baby. It's called Baby Rattlers Are Us. Yeah. That's gonna be the new operation. We're gonna set the LLC up for that sometime. Well, no, no, I'm an existing company for 14 years, but I need to get. It's hard to get the thing going because we need the capital. We need the capital. And I'm not talking about the capital of Vermont. I'm not talking about the capital of Vermont. Negan Enterprises manufactures widgets. It's widgets. That's what we make for software vendors. You don't know what a widget is, right? Okay, very good. So you like the widgets and applicant software for widgets. Well, I'm not on the Google. I don't need to be on the Google. I don't need to be on the Google. I don't sell directly to the public. No, I don't work in a farm. I don't have any cattle. I have no cattle. I have no cattle here, sir. Why would you mention? Yeah, no. You're probably right. I lack what. Well, I was just gonna. I want to. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. Right. Okay. That's right. Well, I've been in business for 14 years. Cash is flowing. Yes. Even flowing. I need $120,000. Uh, it's for equipment. It's for inventory and equipment. We need the silver, and we need the machine that actually applies the silver to the baby lemons. Well, it's all together. Everything's going to be at $120,000. I haven't. I don't have those figures in front of me right now, but I will get. I'll have all the paperwork by Tuesday, next Tuesday. So call me Tuesday, right?
Because you lease depreciates, you purchase what appreciates. So my recommendation in 24 years in this industry, don't use a credit line to purchase equipment.
Hold on a second. I'm going to stop you right there. You said you had 30 some years of experience last time we talked.
No, I misunderstood. 24.
Okay.
See, this September 8th was our 17th anniversary.
Oh, you and your wife, happy anniversary to you guys.
No. BFS.
Oh, okay.
So if you're looking at 120 and you want like 40, 50, 60,
Yeah.
and what I would suggest is two different lines. A line in equipment and then the other a regular LOC for financing.
Very good. Okay, nice. All right, let's say that sounds good. Let's reconvene because I do have to go because guess what? Eventually I have to do number 2. So but let's reconvene next Tuesday. We'll get everything in order. I'll have some receipts. I'll have some ABCQ. Okay, I just wrote those down. It's ABCQ. I'll get those letters to you and next Tuesday. Okay. Apps, banks, credit quote. Okay, great. Sounds good. I'll get everything together for you. No, you just tell me which apps you want. You what kind of if you want you want iPhone apps, Android apps, which kind of apps? Because I told you I got the widgets. Oh, Apple. That's exactly okay. Not a napkin. I am the sole owner, 100%. It's in good standing. Yeah, it's good standing. Yeah, LLC. It's a limited. I'm the managing member. That's what she said. She says I'm a good managing member. Yeah, yeah, you've got it. Yeah, yeah. But hey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Let's call me Tuesday. I'll get the quotes. I'll get everything. I'll get the ABSQ. We'll get everything going. Okay. Okay. We'll talk to you then. Thanks. Bye. Sorry, you guys. You still couldn't hear him. That's crazy. We heard him 10 seconds ago. All right. All right. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for putting up with me. Silver Hair Stackers here. Thank you. Jam Unleashed. You can manage this number. That's right. Good to see Timothy. All right. We're back at it. Hopefully we won't get any more scammers to call us tonight. But you know me. I can't help it. I got to take it even if the audio is not very good. Same name. Just bought a 1-ounce gold bar for $2,500. Whoa. Where did you get that? Because I would question if it's real or not, honestly. I'd be very, very careful with that. But yes, congratulations if it's genuine. Shane Applegate. I don't think anybody's went to check to certify the $42 gold is there. Went to check. Well, the only way we know if it's there is what people have told us over the last couple of years, such as Secretary Mnuchin, Edmund C. Moy, and some others, but that's just their word for it. But yeah, it'd be nice if we had an actual audit. Sean 8237 says, when I think of 40 fiat dollars gets me at the store, or anywhere else, I can't even consider selling my silver. All right. Yes, I tell you, that's true. Yep, inflation's gone up big time. Carrie Taryn, I knew that this was a catch. Now, that's an eye opener. $45 silver is just around the corner. It won't be long until they revalue gold's price. Nice chunkers. Thank you, my friend. Yes, indeed. Yep, that's right. See, Carrie Taryn knew. It's an eye opening catch. That's right. And some people were so butthurt over this title because they didn't think for themselves. This is a click-friendly title. You knew there's an angle to it because there's no way the gold and silver is going to be 1-to-1 by the price that's in the marketplace in both now. But you watch it, you see where it is. All right, Wheel Four Wheels from Rob says, me either, but it is fun. We should do a month-to-month number on silver estimate. Yes, indeed. That's right. That'd be cool. Interesting to see what it'll be. Rail Gilbreth says, interesting. I do silver having lots of potential in the future. A great year, just getting started. Yes, it's been an amazing ride so far for silver. And gold, too, obviously. All-time high. It's getting very close to $3,700 again. By the way, check out channel sponsor Summit Metals. Gold is up. They will actually buy your gold from you if you want to sell. That's big if you want to sell. Silver too, but they also sell platinum as well, and it's nice to see them sell some platinum. And I'd asked about that. It's like, yeah, sell some platinum. That'd be pretty cool. All right, Greg Olson says here, what is the silver St. Gaunt you have there in the picture? Looks high relief. I want one. This info reinforces the idea of revaluing gold. 100,000 is coming sooner, better than later. You deserve that plaque. Thank you, Greg Olson. I appreciate it so much. That is made by Intalio Mint. They also make a 2-ounce version that I have as well. And I don't know if you can buy them directly from them. I got it on eBay. Bill, but you might be onto something with the pictures of the prices of silver and gold. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. And he also says here, I bet right now that silver will end up around $38 an ounce by the end of the year. You heard it here first. All right. Well, yes, we'll see what happens. You may be right. It could go back down from here. Razor Ready says, great news. Silver reaches $1,000 an ounce. Bad news, you can't sell it for over $40 an ounce. This is the dilemma that I think about. Maybe I need to move closer to refiner or smelter. Yeah. Tell you what, that could be, if these price shocks does not mean you're going to get what you think out of your silver. You're right. Good point. Mark Razor Ready. Lula Lucky, amazing how fast paper money fell out in value. That's right. It really is. You're right. And Cybercurrent Twitcher, fun thought exercise, Sal. Looks like a few don't get it or didn't watch the video. Yes, that's exactly right. Few of them didn't. Most did, though, but you're always going to get some of those. I had to block somebody today because he got so cantankerous about it. It just means that he was fooled because, just didn't think for himself. Didn't think about what the connection here, to think outside the box on this one. Stefan, every video which always promotes high silver price, it goes down on Monday over the years. I know now what to expect. Yes. And we saw a little bit of a pullback, but I tell you what's held together pretty good here. And let's see here. Who else is here? Auntie is here. Good to see you guys. Welcome. And, okay, let's see here. Also, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, Auntie, I got your email. I'll have to look at it later. Let's see here. Let's see here. Good to see you guys. Glad you're here with me here tonight. And let's get back over here to this. We've got Who Been to North says here on this video. End of February 2025, Trump loudly announced his plans to conduct an audit of the U.S. gold reserves at Fort Knox. Actually, that did not happen. North. Trump never said that he was going to conduct an audit of the U.S. gold reserves. He said he wanted to visit Fort Knox and make it a public visit. Anyways, that's an aside from the point. 8 months have already passed and Trump has given up and carefully avoids the topic. It seems that people close to him told him that the audit is not allowed, otherwise U.S. creditors might panic. Well, that's not the case. No audit has been proposed by Trump, or Musk for that matter. However, there have been some in Congress who have proposed it, but nonetheless, I think Trump just got busy with other stuff. I think he wants to stop these wars and other things, and the rift with Elon Musk, because it was Elon Musk who said that he wanted a visit and a live stream from Fort Knox. Make no mistake, it is possible. If the president wants to see the gold, he could. He says the last time U.S. citizens saw their gold was in 1974 when U.S. senators took photos. That's right, exactly. And likely that would be one of those same type of scenarios as was the case in 1974. But that also was not an audit. So again, making it very clear, Trump never said that he was going to call for an audit of the gold. He just wanted to see the gold. Big difference. Ibji says less than 500 to go to 100K. That's the only number I follow. Well, thank you, my friend Ibji. We're actually right now, and I meant to tell you this before, but let me get over here to this, tell you how many more we need at this moment in time. We need exactly 252 subscribers is what is needed to get to 100,000. 252. Then I will show something that not even people in my inner circle have seen in my real in physical form. In other words, family, friends have not seen this. You guys will be the first to see it outside of where they were manufactured. And no, it is not coins, but you will see what it is when it hit that 100,000 subscriber point. So there is that. All right, getting closer. 252 more to go. Will we get there soon? Will we get there later? One of the other ways, but yes, indeed. And let's see here. Yeah, sorry about that, silver hair stacker. I'm at a different place, and I don't know where the mic is on this, and it is bad, bad audio, and I apologize for that. But I will be back, hopefully soon. And yeah, I hate that the audio is crappy on this thing. Sorry about that. Especially when talking to scammers. Pommy says here, I heard that as well, that a 1 ounce of gold is just as heavy as a 1 ounce of silver. That's right. It sure is. 1 to 1 in terms of the weight. That's true. Yep. I should have mentioned that. All right. Mark T, 6653. World is on brink of war. The metal is needed in more ways than anyone else can think. Anyone can think. Don't sell, hold silver, even if you KD each day to hold silver. It can't be panned, and gold is far more rare. Don't let the world fool you. I hate to disagree with you, but I do disagree with you. In no way, shape, or form is silver rarer than gold. It just is not. I've talked about that in a recent video too. But we can celebrate, at least according to the U.S. government stockpiles of gold and how they value it compared to the market price of silver. It's at, well, now it's less than 1 to 1, but I digress. Billy says 30.80. That's what the LCS will pay for silver. Wow. Go to a different LCS. Do not sell back to the LCS. In fact, check out Summit Metals if you want to sell. And like I said, I would encourage you to hold on to the vast majority of your silver. But regardless, Brian Rapper says, just think all the gold and silver coins are going to melt down this time around. Yep, it's kind of scary to think about. For sure. If gold is 42, I'll take it all. Well, he said clickbait. It's not clickbait. Clickbait implies deception or lying. Did not lie in this video. It's getting you to think differently, and how some people didn't know that gold was valued at 42. Elliot Scott says, close enough for government work. Well played, Sal. Well played. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Have a little fun here. I'm hoarding as much metal as humanly possible. There you go. All right. But I encourage you to have some cash on hand too, because if you don't, you might lose more of that gold and silver than you think. Asman says here, the official price of gold in Fort Knox is set at $42.22 per ounce. As I mentioned, the spot price of silver, $9.13, is at $42.43 per ounce. Can I trade my silver for Fort Knox gold 1 to 1? Be nice. That would be nice for sure. Elliot Scott says here, I would think if our country ever managed to get rid of debt and deficits, the price or could really be 42 for an ounce gold eagle. I mean, it was, after all, originally 20 when the dollar meant something. But the same $42 US would be more like 3,600 in the world market, and that is where the country started its money. That's right. Yeah, it's all about understanding the perception of value over time with their dollar and with gold. Gold has been constant. The dollar has lost value. AJH, 1/2 point interest rate cut next week, and the table will be set for silver party. Outsiders are going to start thinking like us bigly. Indeed, sure will. Mark Patzner, I was watching Professor Barth, and for the 100 years, the seriousness of bimetallism, from years 1800 to 1900, and then dumb video. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Thank you. Let's see here. Paula Lasso, Uncle Sal needs a new price prediction. All right, maybe we'll do one. I don't know. Maybe not, though. I don't know if I'm going to do any more or not. We'll see. BB says this. Just remember, when the gold government wanted to raise taxes because we needed more money, that same government wanted to take your money, hard money, due to government having gold and valued at $42. All they had to do was put market value to what holdings the I already held. This is how your energy and wealth gets stolen from you. Goes to prove that our representatives have been lying to us the whole time. And not only that, but you think about what's going on with inflation. They're stealing from us through inflation too. Dinar, those two coins are beautiful and complement each other well. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that very, very much. Chunky coins are cool, but fractionals make your junk look bigger. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Ridge Runner. Dinar also says, still sticking with my end of year prediction of $44 per ounce. That is very doable. I could see that happening. Thanks to whoever gifted the membership. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Mud Guts. We've had some really nice benefactors in that area of channel gift memberships, and appreciate those who did that. You guys are awesome. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. Oh, yeah, you guys are great. And I do apologize. I'm not able to see some of your chats as often as, or in the chat section as often as I'd like. I got to switch between windows here. Yes, and yes, Silver Heist getting closer. Getting closer, about 252 away now, Silver Heist. But thank you. It's been a long, hard struggle, but we're getting there. I think I had one of my older videos starting to pick up ground lately, Silver Heist. I think that's part of the reason. And also, Silver Slayer has been very kind to shout out the channel a couple of times too. But very good. All right. All right. Kay Cogler says here, I'm hooked on your analysis. Love the show. Speaking of silver, did you know that the government used silver for processing nuclear material for the first atomic bombs? Yep, that's right. I actually did a video on it. KJ Older Wiser. If you check out my video called Silver Hair, you'll see that I showed some of that silver that was used. And this silver hair was actually used specifically for nuclear submarines. I was used in that application. But very good. Let's see. Let's get up to some of these other videos here. Well, my $40 silver end of year expectations went straight out the window. Well, and to the upside though, okay, Morgan. So that's pretty good, right? Inside Out Cleaning says here, I hear and see many podcasters hyping up silver so much, trying to get the price to go up, talking like it will make you $1 million. Just terrible. So understand this guy, and I think that you all share a blame in that. Give me one piece of evidence where I shared in the blame in that. I bought silver at $44 an ounce back in 2011, and that's nobody's fault but my own. But I still was going by what other people were telling me that I was going to go up from here. Well, you should have stopped when you said it's nobody's fault but your own. Just not for another decade and a half. So I hear $5,000 silver. Now, come on, man. We all have to be responsible. Well, Inside Out Cleaning, you have to also be responsible when you make a blanket statement like that and include me in it. I've never said anywhere near $5,000 silver or even $100 silver. In fact, you've never even heard me say $50 silver, which, by the way, that's very doable right now, as Silver Heist has illustrated in his latest video. So, inside out cleaning, you're just like the guy I quoted in this video. And you watch this video and you're regurgitating pretty much the same thing he said, except you actually admitted that it's nobody's fault but your own, and then you proceed to blame me for it when I never said anything of the like. Some people, wow, this is crazy. Can you believe this guy? Wow. This guy, I think, is even worse than the original poster. At least he was honest and said, I blame you, I blame everybody. This guy is like lumping me in after listening to this video. I honestly think if the other guy were to listen to my response, he may understand. This guy heard my response and still says this. Wow. Sometimes you just got to shake your head at these people. SMH, I think, is the acronym there. But we love Lori Smith. She says here, Sal, if I sold all my bullion silver tomorrow, I would only lose on the 2 ounce I bought Friday. However, I probably would lose on selling my collectible silver. When silver gets to $70 an ounce, I could sell it for spot price, but not lose. Yep, you're right. And that's the thing is, there's a difference between the collectible silver and the bullion. And you should never expect to get what you got for the collectible stuff. You're right. All right. Andy sees a great week coming up. Can you cover the difference in value and sell back concerning 999 silver and 999 silver, 4 nines and 3 nines? I or we only trust your common sense. Others are egotistical. You're realistic. Am I a fool paying more for 99.99? Can you do an episode on it? Yeah, I may do an episode on it, but there really is no difference, Andy, between the two. It's really as simple as that for the sellback price. 4 nines fine silver is nice, but there's such an infinitesimal difference between the two. You're not going to get any less for it than you would the 3 nines silver. Both are pure silver, and you're all good there. And you're also not going to get much more back for the 4 nines fine silver. Most of those are in Canadian maple leafs, although there are some bars that have that as well too. But in the end, it makes little to no difference. So you're good either way. You have those. Let's see here. We've got this here. Buying before 50. I hope September 17th before 2 p.m. All right. We'll see what happens. It'll be very interesting. So far, the prices have been up, anticipating what the Fed's going to do. When it actually happens, will it be a nothing burger? And then we see the markets just kind of teeter off? Who knows? It could happen. 97 says my LCS had a special on those same bars not that long ago. IGR 10 ounce bars at spot, which was $3.77. Man, nice. Well done. You can get those at spot. Thomas Crompton, sell before Wednesday, before prices drop in gold and silver. So there you go. So he thinks we're going to see a big drop in the price of gold and silver. Even if they lower rates, I don't know. But we'll see. In other words, is the market overhyped right now? He could be onto something. I don't know. I don't rule that out either. I do not rule that out. But remember, the announcement probably won't come for a day later, or maybe even 2 days later. I'm in for buying some silver if anybody wants to sell. I'm offering $3.25 per ounce. Any takers? All right. Not many, I would imagine. All right. Good to see you guys. Glad you all are here with me tonight. Sorry I've not been able to get back to the chat as much. But good to see you guys talking with each other. A lot of good folks here. Steve Bessett is here. Michael Martin. And if you are new here, I hope you will consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. Yes, here. Here's some slurping, Pamela. Here we go. As the audio is not so good, so you might not be able to hear as much slurping. So there it is, Pamela Rice. Thank you so much. All right. I've not lost it yet, but I'm getting close. Very good. And it's good to see you guys. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to a few more comments. We've got Jean Lefevre says here from the live that I did on Sunday Night Market Watch. One thing about stacking metals or buying metal miners, you can cash in a few shares if you needed some money. Bought GDX at 26 3 years ago and have collected 50 cents a share per year. Since I have 20,000 shares, the dividend is 10,000. That comes out to 30,000 total. The stock is now 70. You do the math. Way to go. Smart. Webmaster Caribou says, I will trade all my silver to you right now for an equal amount of gold. I'll even throw in an extra ounce. There you go. I like it. I like it. And let's see here. And Aaron Hopkins, more fool on him. All in on anything is never a very good idea. That's right. It's called diversification for a reason. That's right. And Jared, key piece of advice: don't go all in on any investment. Only purchase what you can afford to have. That's right. Or afford to lose, rather. All right. Best comment on the entire internet. 3719 maybe was his, maybe. I'm not sure, but thank you. And Ken Harrington, question please. Should I buy silver before Wednesday? You decide for yourself. I don't know what's going to happen. The meeting starts on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. But they may not make the announcement for the next day or the day after. And who knows what it's going to do? No one really knows. I would like to think that it will probably stay up. But it could have been that we've been hyping up for so long, as I mentioned in a prior video, that it may just collapse, and be kind of a nothing burger. I kind of doubt that's going to happen, but the hype has been so wrong and so real for so long that it seems like there is more pushing in silver's favor than against it. So I would say do your own due diligence and research. I would like to think that probably it is a good idea, but notwithstanding, don't blame me if it goes down. Veritas Pure Blood says, that's a tactic narcissists use, Sal. They blame everyone else but themselves. I've been buying since 2007. Sell some when I need cash. Buy more when I'm flush with cash. Yes. Good point. It's a very, very good point. I think we all saw this with this comment down here below I referenced too. All right. Hogs Bafflesworth says here, my wife blames Sal for getting me interested in gold. I think she secretly checks the price herself now, because on those weeks where gold running up, she just more friendly. May even hint at another coin. All right, there we go, Hogs. Thank you. Jim Winklebauer, it's not like something low in value then became valuable has never happened in history. Just glad to be a part of it. Yes, amen on that. All right, not clickbait. This does annoy me when people say that. If you just say clickbait and don't provide evidence of how it's clickbait, more than likely I'm going to delete the comment because it's not clickbait. It's a click-friendly title, but there's nothing untrue in this video, and I explain exactly what it is. Because if you go in this video thinking that the price of gold to silver is at 1-to-1, well, that's on you. You were fooled into thinking that and not knowing there was a catch to it. Mark Bernard says, thanks a lot, Sal. I just made money selling metals. Great videos. Thank you so much. And congratulations. And Jesus Loves Americans. My silver doubled in price. You want to take credit for that and call it even? There we go. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right. I'll do that. All right. I'll be in on AGF first thing in the AM. All right. Very cool. Just remember, when you do that, just understand the risk involved because it is an explorer. The price has gone up, but remember, just do your research on it. All right. Coach Scott's Toe. Oh dear. Only buy with what you've got spare and don't need in a hurry. Like a long-term savings account, but shiny and pretty. Exactly. Well stated. Well stated indeed. Let's get to some of today's videos here, shall we? Let's move on up here. Let's go to this hoax video. This one didn't do very well, but this is a very interesting story because it's a government-backed hoax. Willa, it would be believable if they were actually mining the gold and producing results. Perhaps people are just hoping that there's a way out of this financial mess. Perhaps so, but that's exactly right. But it is a scam. AGH, there was a scam gold find in Indonesia many years ago. I think Freeport McMoran was involved, yes, but I don't think that involved the government, to my knowledge. This one involved the government. Grand Canyon, completely wrong geology for precious metals. Good point, and I didn't know that, but that's a very good point. Anthony says here, Uganda, that government officials have their eyes set on the bribes they can receive for granting mining permits. Uganda is nearly as corrupt as Nigeria. Yep. Well stated. And here we've got Cohoen. China influenced their gold amount 20% by the 2000s by using brass bars melting on gold. I know a lot of people feel that's what's going on there. Chad Wolf, common sense, there's gold in the Grand Canyon. Is indeed, even though the geology might not make sense for it. Or Brian Fellers, for Wrestle says, I really like that gold coin with the 3 lions. I believe it's the coat of arms in England. Any stats? Yes, it is. 1 ounce, 2018. And it is the lion. I don't know what that seal's called, but yes, indeed it is. All right. Heck yeah, let's mine the heck out of that canyon. We got 37 trillion to pay off. Yes, I know a lot of people feel, hey, let's get going. Let's get making it happen. What Southern Rare says here, there's a lot of gold in the Grand Canyon. That's why tourism is cut off from the area. Well, but why didn't they mine it 100 years ago or 200 years ago or whatever before it was there? We don't know if there's a lot of gold. Likely there's probably not any gold in there, but anybody can say there's a lot of gold there because it's cut off. Anybody can make any claim they want. That's the whole point of me mentioning it. But yeah, there's no proof that there's a lot of gold there. In fact, somebody said below that the geology is not right for it, and probably they're right. I don't know. I can't back that up. But anyways, I'm still waiting for someone to show me the Bitcoin mine. There you go. Well, there's a lot of GPUs, I guess. A lot of the energy expended for that. Silver Hair Stacker with a super chat. Thank you, my friend. PM's 2.5 times my buy-in, but took a while. Way to go. That is awesome. Thank you, brother. And Keith, a PV house with a 5 spot. In April, I bought silver at $30 and going up. Dealer surprised I was buying. I told him, just like stocks, the best time to buy is always yesterday. Very cool. Thank you so much for that, guys. Man, I appreciate that so much. So that's 7 plus Kookaburra Man just gifted 10 Salivate Metal memberships. So that is indeed 17 push-ups we're going to get for you guys. Thank you so much. Wow. Appreciate that so much. Have a good night, CCT. And thank you, Kookaburra Man. Very kind of you indeed, sir. Very kind of you indeed. All right, let's see here. Let's do 17 push-ups now. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. All right, there we go. We got it. Get situated back again. Thank you, guys. Oh, boy, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. Sorry if I've not been able to be as responsive to you guys in the chat here. I've got to look at I don't have my usual space here, so I appreciate your leeway with me on that. James Lovell says here, I wouldn't be surprised if the fake announcements regarding new large money deposits are another way to try to suppress gold's price. That's a lot of people feel the same way that could be the case, but not working, it looks like. Elliot Scott, the first was the Fed. There you go. Yes, indeed, that's right. They're the biggest hoax. And North Star Stacker says, looks for old previous gold claims in the area or mines. Look for geological history. Exactly right. Very easy to be able to tell. And as I mentioned in there about the hoax, about the parts per million in the ground, it was way out of whack. Way out of whack. All right, let's get into some of today's videos real quickly here. I have a lot to go through here. Okay, this video tanked. I thought for sure this video would do better. The Silver Eagle in my pocket for 35 years. What does it look like now? Andy Social says, buy high. I just received my order from 2 weeks ago. 10 ounce bar spot. I couldn't refuse. Nice. Congratulations. Mutant Rife says, so if I leave an ounce of silver in my pocket for 35, it will go up 10 times. Yes, I think so. It very well could. Ophi Matrix says, remember you saying that you carry a silver coin around with, years ago. That's right. Yep, I do. I mentioned it. I showed a video about it last year. In fact, I've shown a video on this the last couple of years, actually. At this rate, we could reach 200 in the next 3 years. It is possible. It is possible, indeed. And we've got Calvin Cooper. Hey, Sal, I've been walking around with a 1 gram gold bar in my pocket for 12 years. All right, well, I hope keep that safe. That's very, very tiny. You do not want to lose that. Hopefully it's in a card. Grass Osborne, dude, that is almost back to a planchet. That's cool, though. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Pretty wild. All normal wear is pretty wild how it has done that over all those years. After 35 years, I think it means it's time to change your pants. I'll show myself out. There you go. I love it. That's great moments in training. That's great. Silver Honda, whatever happened to your silver American Eagle that you sealed in a salt jar? Yes, I may do another video on that. I probably should be doing it soon because now I think it's in its 5th year. So we'll see what it looks like. Not much change from the prior year, so we'll see here. Cyber Curtain Twitcher, I'm with you on the Type 2 design. For that reason, I do not own any. Give me the heraldic eagle any day. I have some keys in my pocket that look as worn as that eagle you've been carrying for 35 years. I'm loath to take them off as I'm sure they must fit something important. Yes, exactly. Wow, it's amazing how things wear over the years. Mojave Gold. I carry an old pocket piece as well. Actually, it's Spanish colonial 8 real inside a pouch in my wallet. The wear is somewhere near yours, of course. Your cool eagle makes me wonder if your pants are lined with sandpaper. Yeah, no, it's just wear with keys and other coins and in my fingers mostly over the years. The Broke Stacker says, I have a piece dollar on my daily carry. Thanks for sharing. Yes. And by the way, Mojave Gold, if it was lined with sandpaper, you would be able to see the grains on the eagle. Yes, indeed. It'll be very rough to hold. Dudus Maximus. I used to take advantage of the Littleton ad in the newspaper, 5 silver eagles for $25. This was in the early 90s. Wow. 5 for 25, $5 a piece. Pretty wild. Long Complaisir. That's neat. I did carry a Morgan for 25 years. Then in 2020, started buying more, and it came out of my pocket. Outside ridge was gone. Wow. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Red Rob 4403 says that worn down silver eagle almost looks like a silver blank. It's 5 to 10 more years. It might actually be totally worn. Perhaps so. Very well could be. Belly Dancer Rabier says here, are you implying that silver is not money? One of the characteristics of money is purchasing power stability. That coin lost 10% of its purchasing power in 35 years. That's true. Good point. Belly Dancer, that's right. Yeah, very good. Very clever. I love it. Rad Rob says here, Sal, I noticed the toning of your 1990 Silver Eagle. I recently had a lot of water leak, or had a lot of water eagles tone. I mean, the last mint tubes due to high humidity. Should I clean them to remove the toning? Do you have a video about toning on Silver Eagles? I think probably since they're just bullion, it may not be a bad idea to do. If you want to do that, just dip them. You can get the Easy S, and that'd be a way to be able to dip. And I think that's will probably be the easiest way to do it. But dip them in very quick and fast. Obviously, don't do that with any of your numismatic coins. All right, folks. I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you for putting up with me. Sorry for the audio. I think I have one more session where this is the case. And then I'll be back to the normal situation. And I thank you guys for your patience with me and your kindness and everything. And thank you for sticking with me on this channel for all this time. We're getting closer now to 100,000 subscribers. And each and every one of you I appreciate, especially those who watch often, daily, or regularly. It means a lot to me. So have a wonderful evening. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.